Hello everybody, this is Neely from Pixel Perfect Bloom. In this video I'm going to show you how to add a name, wording, a message to my print ready wrappers and the mug designs. I'm first going to do it with my free Canva account, and then I will go to my Canva Pro to show you some more ideas. In every folder I've included the size of that specific wrapper or mug design, so you know what size the wrapper or the mug design have to be when you print your wrapper or the print for your mug. And that's what we're going to use to add something to that. So I'm going to show you with the mug designs, but you can do this with any wrappers. So when you go to the folder, you will see there will be a size included. So this is the size that I use for my mugs. So we're going to use this dimensions to open a new workspace. So I'm going to come to custom size and I'm going to choose millimeters, 205 96.5. Okay, 205 96.5. I'm going to open a new workspace. Okay, you can name your design here, and then you're going to upload that design. Let me choose this one. You're going to add it to your workspace and you're going to fill it. Okay, so say this space you can add some wording. So the easiest way is to just add a shape. You're going to go to elements and you're going to come to shapes. Okay, you can decide what you want to do, what you want to add. The one that I used yesterday quickly was the heart. You can add any heart, you can add a banner, you can choose something like this. Doesn't matter what you want to do. I'm going to go with a heart for now. So, and I can center this, and then it will be in the center. You can make a klomp you can make smaller hearts. You can duplicate this and you can add messages, name onto this. I'm going to stick with a large heart for now. You see that purple lines crossing there? That means it's centered in the middle of this design. Okay, so now you can add your text. Okay, let me first. Here you will see your photo colors. This means all the colors that's on your workspace already. When I've added the shape, Canva automatically give me this color. You will see each one of the colors, that's my photo colors. You can change it if you want. If you want another look, okay. Okay, let's go for this one and then we do the wording in that color. Okay, so now let's add some text. Okay, gonna change the let's change the font. Let's go for, if you look here at the top, you will see the different kinds of fonts that Canva have. Okay, let's go with funky, and then Canva will give you all the fonts that's under the funky tab, and you can go and decide which one you like. Okay, let's go with that. I don't want the video to be too long. So now I'm going to change it to that color. Okay, what you can do with text to give it more depth is that you can go to effects. Okay, then you'll get all these options. And I like to use lift sometimes, and then you can play with the sliders until you're happy. Now you can see there's a little more depth to my wording. The other thing that you can do is with elements, you can search for label. And you can go and decide which one you like. When you're using the free Canva, all these elements with the crown is for Canva Pro users, so when you want to use it, you will see there's a watermark on it. So you can search for something that's free. If you add this, and you can see the colors on the top, that means you can change the colors. And let's go with that. Okay, you can change that outline. Let me just remove that heart. Okay, gonna make this a little bit smaller. There's my center. Okay, now I can make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so you can go, if you add something and it don't give you an option to change the color, I'm just going to do this one for now. It doesn't give me an option to change the color. That means you cannot change the color. Okay, you can also look for banner, and you will see all the different options This is just like a watercolor. This will give you just that little lift. This will give you just some background that's not overwhelming, that you can use to give your wording a lift. Then you will have to change. Let's see. So you can go and have a look if you only have the free version of Canva, but there's a lot of options that you can do. You can even add some more elements if you want. If you want to add some hearts, or let's say Valentine's Day. If you want to add some more elements to this. Okay, this is now a pro feature, but I just want you to see the options. If you only want to add some Valentine's Day, you can change the color. Okay, in this instance, you see, you change the color. Okay, there's your color. If you want to add your shape, okay, so this is the options. I'm gonna go to my Canva Pro now. So yeah, I'm with my Canva Pro account. I'm gonna do the same now. 205 millimeters by 96.5. Create new design. And I upload a file. Let's choose another one for this one. Okay, so I've made two versions of each design for the mock designs. This lines is the same that's on the chocolate wrappers, and then the other one don't have this lines, so you can decide which one you like. So if I have to, I'm not going to do the shapes here as I showed you the shapes with the free Canva. I want to show you some more what you can do with labels. Okay, you can go look under photos and under graphics. So let's go to the photos quickly. This one goes actually quite well with this. So you can decide if you want the outside of this. You cannot see clearly. So what you can do, and you can only change one color. And it's only going to change the inside. Okay, now I'm going to undo that to get my original. I like that. It's just I have to do something with the outline. So for that you can go to edit, come down to shadows. Okay, I like to use the glow. It's gonna take a time. Okay, you see that little glow on the outside? You can increase it. You can play with this here. You can even change the glow color itself. Okay, for that you will need a hex code. So I will click on this color, click on that plus sign. There's my hex code. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go to my back to edit, shadow. I'm going to click on that color. I'm going to add my hex code. Okay. So now you can see that outline is barely visible, but it makes that element pops. And then you can add your text. And we look for a font. I want to show you a tip here. You see this thin fonts. If you want it to stand out a bit more, you can go to Effects, Outline. Okay. This is also an effect that you can use on your, if I move this away, if you want your text to stand out a bit, you can use this effect. And let's change this color. I've got my hex code still of that one. You see the outline is that pink. Okay, but if you want that font to stand out a bit more, this thin font, you can make that outline the same color. There, you see there, and then you go with a slider just to the thickness that you want. Okay, so I'm gonna remove okay, then I'm gonna look for another font. Okay, let's go with this one for now. I don't want the video to be too long. Now we want to move them closer together. We'll go here to this T with the arrow, and if you click on more settings, it will move to the side. So now we're going to use the line spacing. So I'm gonna line spacing as well as the letter spacing. Okay, I'm not gonna fiddle. I'm not gonna fiddle too much. You see what I mean? If you go to labels, like I said, you can go look under the photos or the graphics. Banners. You can go play around with this if you want to add something like in the design. I love potion. You will find all kinds of clip art that you can, if you just maybe want to add it in the middle, gonna center it, and maybe you can add them there. And look for I love you. Oh, that don't fit. Okay, maybe if we change the colors, let's see, go to photo colors. Okay, that's more like it, and the blue. Change it to that one. You can add this. You can also center it. Okay, and there you have added some elements to it. You can add the shape, a banner, a label with a name on it. So I hope this helps you, and I'll see you in the next video.